Hello, everybody. This is Seth Hins, social media manager for the National Youth Gathering coming up in New Orleans on July 16th through the 20th. We're excited to share with you some of the ways that we're going to be using social media and ways that maybe you could have some best practices too as your group goes down. So, getting right into it, social media at the National Youth Gathering. The official hashtag is NYG2016. If you'd like to be a part of the larger story that's going on at the gathering, I encourage you to use that hashtag along with whatever other hashtag may come up. There are going to be several hundred probably in practice with all the different exhibitors and the different youth groups that are happening. There's all those special hashtags too, but if you'd like to connect to the larger story and see everything that's going on at the gathering, NYG 2016 is the way to do it. Some best practices. First, I'd encourage you to follow all the LCMS NYG accounts. It's your way to be aware of the information that we're putting out there, but also, again, that larger story. And you could catch some messages there that could lead to some valuable discussion. So follow all those accounts. Also connect with the NYG Adult Leaders Group on Facebook. If you're attending this webinar, I'm pretty certain that you're already a part of that group. It's just a way to ask any questions you might have about social media, about tech, about logistics as you get to the gathering. It's been a great group. When you get there, there are different avenues available for you too to get information, and I'll share those in a little bit. Other best practices would be download the app. In the app, you can view the social stream. All the different content coming through has already been moderated, so any kind of spam that might come through will have been filtered out. So you can safely share that with the folks at home. You can safely kind of view the content and engage with different people around the gathering that way too. So the app is one way to connect socially. So I would recommend you check that out. And then again, as I said before, use NYG 2016 in all your social posts. I'd recommend that you friend, follow, and add your youth group on all the different accounts, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. It's your way to connect and see how they're experiencing the gathering, the pictures they post, the videos that they share. It's your way to kind of peek in and see what are they sharing, what type of content is really resonating with them, and what makes them want to share their story of the gathering too. It could lead to some very valuable conversations. So I would just encourage you to find a way to do that, whether it's on the way down and you're getting everybody's contact information, or if you have another meeting coming up. Find a way to connect with them, and then that's just going to be invaluable and lead to some great conversations, and engage with them there too. So it's not like everybody's off on their phone somewhere, but it's a way to share the gathering together and share this experience. Another way to kind of see and filter through everything would be to create lists on Facebook. If there are people that you want to follow specifically, go to facebook.com/add-list and create a list of those people, those pages that you want to make sure that you see. Same thing on Twitter. Twitter.com lists. It allows you to filter out the noise. So if you want to hop into Facebook real quick and see just what's happening chronologically with your group, or you want to do the same thing on Twitter, these lists are going to allow you to do it. So I'd encourage you to take advantage of those so you can cut through the noise when you need to cut through the noise. A lot of groups I've seen are starting to create their own hashtag that's unique to their group. I've seen some great ones. These are just some examples of what you could do. NYG, your church name, St. Paul City, that kind of thing. Church name city at NYG. I see some groups that have kind of evergreen hashtags that aren't unique to the National Youth Gathering, but like SSLC Youth. It's just an ongoing hashtag. It's a great way to share your story at the gathering, but also those stories that are happening throughout the year and beyond the gathering too. So feel free to get creative. I've seen some fun ones. NYG God Squad popped up. I saw that. That's great. I'd also say let your fans, your friends on Facebook, Twitter, etc., know that you're experiencing NYG 2016 and you're kind of out of the office, so they can't expect to get a hold of you very often, and you don't want to be shackled to your phone either. So I'd say sub out your cover photo. We'll have some cover photos on lcmsgathering.com that you can use to say, hey, I'm at the gathering, that kind of thing. And then also, if you already downloaded the Gathering app, you can create a profile picture in there really easily, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But subbing out your cover photo and subbing out your profile picture are just two great ways to kind of share with the community that this is what you're doing right now, this is what's important and going on in your life, and encourage them to maybe lift you and your group up in prayer. One opening night kind of event that I want to share with you that's kind of really important is the This Is My Church hashtag, also NYG 2016 event. So this is opening night, opening day, really. It's an entire day dedicated to wrapping the National Youth Gathering in prayer and encouragement and words of a positive nature, where we as a LCMS church body are going to be encouraging everyone to either say a prayer or share a positive Bible verse or share some message of encouragement in the stream, so that as people are arriving at the gathering, at the dome, they can go into whatever social platform they'd like, and it's just going to be filled with messages of positive nature, so they can just feel encouraged and lifted up at that time. When they enter the dome, they are going to be seeing some of these messages pop up on the screen, so that they know they are not alone. They are part of a large church body who is committed to each other, walking together. This event is just going to be one way to do it. So we're encouraging people to use the "This Is My Church" hashtag that first night, in addition to NYG, and this is a one night only type of thing. And it's just going to be a really positive experience for everybody involved. So check on National Youth Gathering Facebook page for the event. Invite people to it. Share it on Facebook. Go directly and invite friends to it. You could also go to lcmsgathering.com, This Is My Church, and get pre-populated tweets, some Facebook message suggestions, some images that you can also share to just connect people to this special event, this special opportunity. So just thank you for paying attention to that. Also, connecting to home. I know a lot of people have been asking about this. There's some really simple ways to do it. Tagboard your unique hashtag. You go to tagboard.com, you'll see a great resource where you can enter in your unique hashtag, and it's going to start to pull all the public-facing content that is out there from all the different social platforms into one location, and it kind of creates a really nice view of all the different content. So check that out. You can direct people to that unique tagboard website address, or you can even go a step further and embed that tagboard on your church website or your youth group website, whatever it may be. So check out tagboard.com. Create a one-way texting conversation. Remind is one way to do it. You can create groups of people on that, so you can send out messages. We encourage a lot of people to take advantage of this in their group while they're down there, so you can send out messages as the leader to all the different youth, saying things along the lines of, reminder, we're all getting together at 5 p.m. in the lobby of the convention center, so be there, that kind of thing. Maybe it's a positive prayer, wake up kind of message in the morning. Whatever it is, use a platform like Remind for that. You can also set up a group that's just the parents and guardians at home, have their cell phone numbers connected to that, and then you can send them messages throughout the gathering as well to keep them updated. Another way to do it would be create a closed secret Facebook group and add parents to that, and you can share your messages there if that's easier for you. You could write a blog on medium.com, Tumblr, whatever it is, and then record a youth participant summarizing what they learned, saw, and experienced. Would save you from having to kind of write it all out too. And it would also say it in the voice and maybe be more impactful too. So just an idea to kind of connect with the folks at home there. But I would say probably the most important thing in that regard is communicate to the parents and the church members at home what they can expect. So say something along the lines of, we'll share updates twice a day. Set the expectations so that they are not constantly reaching out to you trying to figure out what's going on, whatever, and they know that at noon and 5 they're going to get messages from you about what you've been going through at the gathering. So set the expectations so that they know what to expect, and remind them as much as you can that it's only 5 days and the youth participants need to be focused at the gathering. So share LCMSgathering.com as a resource. There's the live stream, there's pictures, there's frequently asked questions, etc. Provide parents with a schedule of, please do not contact your youth times unless it's an emergency. I would just say, if your whole group is sitting in a Bible study and all of a sudden there's texts coming in from home like, how was breakfast, and did you get a beignet, and all that kind of stuff, that's going to be distracting for the youth. And I mean, we're all distracted enough as it is. So if you can find a way to provide that kind of list of times where you plan on being, here's our schedule for the day, here's what it looks like, and say, if you really need to reach out and talk to your youth, we're not going to be at a particular place at this time. Maybe it's having your youth and the parents sit down with the Gathering app and sync up their schedules so that they're both on the same page of what's going on. So the parent or guardian at home could sit down with the schedule, open up the app and say, oh, they're at this interest center right now. probably best they stay focused on that, unless it's I have an extreme kind of emergency that I need to reach out to them for. So this is just a way to set expectations. Customer service on social media, we don't really provide it on social media. So if you're asking questions about did the Lost and Found concert change venue, or did this interest center close because there weren't enough, whatever, we don't really answer those questions, and we'll always direct you to our event base. It'll be on your wristband, the helpline number. It'll be in the app too. There's a couple different ways you can find the number for that. The event base is a trained team. They're ready and prepared. They've got CLBs there too, who are going to answer calls, research information, manage lost and found desk, and so much more in an effort to promote a safe and satisfying experience at the gathering. So anything logistical and all that, we don't provide a lot of feedback on that. And just a reminder, you will get a tweet back that says something along the lines of, hey, can you call the helpline? They have the latest and greatest information. And finally, join the media team. Whether you know it or not, you're already on the media team, because nobody controls social media. We go around with these fancy gray shirts. You'll see us hovering around. I'd encourage you to be super friendly to those people, because they are putting in long hours of walking around. They're probably going to put in 20-mile days maybe. Hopefully they're not listening to this right now, but it's going to be long days for them, and they're going to be trying to engage with you, share the story as best they can. So this is us, but again, you're already part of that, whether you have the gray shirt or not. So you're sharing your story, your experience with the gathering, which is connected to the larger story. So I just encourage you to share openly, share freely what's making an impact, what's resonating with you. What do the people at home really want to see from you, and the pictures and the videos, and just how can we share that all together? And so I just thank you for already kind of being on the media team. One way to do it, talked about creating a profile picture. This is done in the app. You can go to photo frame, create postcard, choose the design you want for your profile picture, and then you can already see me. Probably the best picture I've ever taken, already in the photo library there. So I created that and then posted it on Instagram, and it went over to Twitter too. So if you really want to see that exciting picture, it is there for the public to see. So join the media team, change up your profile and cover photos, share your unique story of the gathering, use NYG2016 in your social posts. This is another reason right here, point 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Mass events will be featuring some of the top posts, social posts, and the easiest way for us to see your information and your social posts that are going out is to use that hashtag NYG2016. So just be aware of that. We won't always be able to catch all the unique hashtags that are floating around there, but we will catch that main one. And finally, just promote the live stream to everybody at home. So LCMS Gathering is the hub for everything that's happening at the gathering, so just continually share that as a resource. And finally, thanks for sharing your story. Connect with it with NYG 2016. We can't wait to be there with you experiencing these things. The mass events are going to be great. I've seen so many people already get excited about the swamp tours that are coming up. I can't wait to see the pictures that are happening on that. So it is just going to be an awesome experience, and I just can't wait to share it with you. And can't wait to see all the different stuff that's happening around the city. And if you have any follow-up questions or anything, please know that you can tag me in the NYG Adult Leaders group if you have a question about social media. But any post that you go in there, there's already a large community of folks in there who are willing to answer your questions. I've seen some great information. I've learned a lot by just kind of being a part of that group. And there's always somebody willing to help you with whatever you have in that. So as we're preparing, as we're leading up to the gathering, that is just a great resource for us as we go along. And so I'd encourage you to be a part of that. Again, it's NYG Adult Leaders on Facebook, so be a part of that group. And if you have any questions, feel free to tag me in there. Again, that's Seth Hins. But I hope you have a great night, and I can't wait to be in New Orleans with y'all.